Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, which name is Analytics Pro. Here under this playlist guys, we are going to cover SQL concepts from scratch. In the previous tutorial guys, we have studied about views, that how we guys can use views in SQL and how we can store our long query under the views. And now in today's tutorial guys, we will talk about one more concept which is just similar to view, but it is more advanced than views. So our today's class topic is what are stored procedure, or in a short form guys we can call SP. So now let's understand the definition of stored procedures. So here is the definition guys. A stored procedures is a group of SQL statements, or you can say set of SQL statements with an assigned name which are stored in relational database management system as a group, so it can be reused and shared by multiple programs. And here I have mentioned an example. So let's suppose we have a long queries to fetch the data. So instead of writing long codes again and again, we can simply write stored procedure, and we can store our query under that stored procedure, which is just similar like views, but views are a virtual table. And now guys, let's discuss what are types of SPs. There are two types of SPs: system defined stored procedures and user defined stored procedures. Here system defined stored procedure means here are some functions guys which is already stored in SQL database management system, and user defined stored procedure means which is created by users with the use of syntax. So we will discuss both the stored procedures one by one. So firstly let's discuss system defined stored procedure. So let me go here under this SSMS screen. So here we have entered in SSMS screen, and now let me click here under this databases, and simply I will go here under this Shubham database. And here we guys can see the folder of programmability. And now let me click here on this plus icon. So here we guys can see the option of stored procedure. So now let me click here under this folder. So here you guys can see we have system stored procedures. So let me click here on this system stored procedure. So here you guys can see the list of functions of system stored procedures. And one of the function guys I have already explained when we have covered rename command, like sp underscore rename. So this is a kind of system stored procedure. Similar way, if you want to rename the database name, so you guys can use system defined stored procedure like sp underscore rename db. So these are the inbuilt function guys. These are known as system stored procedure. So I hope you guys are clear with the concept of system stored procedure. And now let's talk about user defined stored procedure. So as I already explained guys, user defined stored procedure means which is created by user with the help of syntax. So here is the syntax guys. Firstly we need to use create command before creating any procedure. After that we need to use the keyword which is procedure. And finally we need to give the procedure name. It could be anything. And now we need to write as keyword, then begin keyword and end keyword. And under this begin and end keyword guys, you guys can store any long queries here under this stored procedure. And now let's cover this thing with practical. So again let's jump into the SSMS screen, and let me click here on this new query. And now let me open this table with select command. Select star from our table name is sales. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So here is our sales table guys, which we have here under this Shubham database. And let's suppose guys, you need to use group by query again and again. So instead of writing that query again and again guys, what we can do, we can store that query under that stored procedure. And after that, if I call this stored procedure, so I can get the same result. So firstly, let me apply simply group by query, or you guys can take any long queries here. But to make you understand easier, I'm using group by query here. So here I'll group the things as per the countries and its cost. I'll simply write my group by query here. Let's say select, and our column name is country because we are making the grouping on the basis of country column, comma, and now I will write my aggregate function. Let's say sum of cost, and simply give the table name here which is from sales. And last but not the least, I will simply use my group by function here, group by. So I want to grouping the things on the basis of this country column. So I will take this same column here under this group by function. So let me copy this column and simply paste it here. And here I will give alias as total. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, it's grouped the things as per the country and its cost. but you need to write three liners code every time if you want to see grouping the things as per the country. So instead of writing long queries guys, what can I do? I can store that query here under this stored procedure. So let's learn how to create user defined stored procedure. So let's start with create command. Create, and here we are creating SPs. So I'll simply write procedure and simply give the procedure name. It could be anything. So I'm taking shub underscore sp. So this is my stored procedure name. And let's follow the syntax as begin and and. And here under this begin and end between, you can store any of the long queries. So this time I am storing group by query here under this begin and end. So let me copy this query from here and simply paste it after begin. And now let me select this query guys and hit execute. So here we guys can see command completed successfully. That means our stored procedure has ready. And now the question is that guys, how we can recall this SP? So guys, it will not work just like a view. You cannot use select star from command. So if you guys use this stored procedure with select star from, it will throws you an error. So let me try with this select star from shub underscore sp. And now let me try to execute this command. So see guys, it's returned an error. Invalid object name shub underscore sp. So if you want to recall this sp guys, you don't need to use this select star from. Just like a view. Only view can run with the help of select star from. So let me delete this from here. And simply recall this sp name which is shub underscore sp. And now let me select this sp and hit execute. So see guys, it's returned a same query which we have stored here under this SP. So you don't need to write long codes again and again. It is a set of SQL statement which you can store here under this SPs. And if you want to see the same SP here, so what you need to do guys, simply click here on this programmability folder. And here we guys can see the stored procedure. So now let me click here under this stored procedure folder. So here you guys can see the list of SPs which is user defined. So in this way, you can store any of the long queries here under these SP. And now guys, let's talk about ways of using SP. So let me go back to the PPT again. So here is the first way of using SP. Stored procedure with single parameter. With the help of this single parameter SP, we can set variable with @ symbol. After this variable symbol guys, we also need to mention the data type. If data type is variable character guys, so we need to write varchar. And if data type is integer guys, so we need to type integer and so on. And here is the syntax guys of using with this stored procedure with single parameter. The syntax is almost same like create procedure, procedure name, then as keyword, begin keyword and end keyword. And between this begin and end keyword guys, you can store your query here. But the catch here is that guys, you need to create a variable here before as keyword. And that variable we can use here under our query so that our query become more dynamic. So let's learn with practical how we can use stored procedure with single parameter. So let's jump into this SSMS screen. Now let me press enter. And now guys, let me open this table again with select command. Select start from, our table name is sales. And now let me select this query and hit execute. And let's suppose guys, let's create a basic query. So let's suppose guys, if you want to fetch the data only for the India country. So how we guys can write this query? We can simply use where clause where country equal to India. So let's write this query guys. Select star from sales where country equal to India. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So in this way guys, I can simply fetch only India records. So this query is hard code with only India country. And if you want to change the country name, so again you need to write the same query. Select star from sales where country equal to let's say USA. So every time guys, you need to write this query again and again. So let's try this query dynamic with store procedure with single parameter. So what I will do guys, I'll simply write the syntax of stored procedure. So again I'll start with this create command, and under create guys I'll simply write the keyword which is procedure because I'm going to create a procedure. So this time my procedure name would be let's say country underscore sp, and quickly write the syntax. let's say as, begin and. And now guys, what I will do, between this begin and end, I will store the same query. Select star from sales, where country equal to India. See guys, I have stored the same query here. So if you try to execute this stored procedure guys, so this query will be saved here under this stored procedure. So if you call this stored procedure, which is country underscore SP, so it will return only India specific result, because we have applied where clause only for the India country, which is hard coded with India. So to make this query dynamic guys, what I will do, I will use variable here under this stored procedure with single parameter. So let's create a parameter with at the rate symbol. So before as keyword guys, what you need to do, simply write at the rate and simply call the column name which you have taken here under this query. So my column name would be, let's say, country. And last but not the least, I need to define the data type. So my country column data type is var and simply define the size of the variable character. It could be any number, let's say 100. And now guys, what I will do, I will simply remove this India from here and simply take this variable which we have just created. So let me copy this, and instead of India country guys, I'll simply paste my variable. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, command completed successfully. And now let me call this procedure. So I'll simply write country underscore SP. And now let's see what happen if I call this country underscore SP. So let me select this SP and hit execute. So see guys, it throws us an error. And now let's read this error. Procedure or function country underscore SP expects parameter at the rate country which was not supplied. So that means the parameter which we have given, it is not supplied here. You have simply recall the procedure. So that's why it's not getting any result. So what we need to do guys, we need to supply the parameter. Suppose guys, we want to see only India result. So simply type the country name here, which is India. You don't need to code this single quotes. Simply type the country name, or you can say the value name after the store procedure. And now let me select this procedure again and hit execute. So see guys, it gives us an only India result. Similar way, if you want to see any other country result, so what you can do guys, simply remove this country from here and type the next country name, let's say USA. And now let me select this stored procedure and hit execute. So see guys, it's written only USA result. So in this way, you can make your query more dynamic with stored procedure with single parameter. You can use variable over there, and that variable you can use in your query. So I hope you guys are clear with this single parameter stored procedure. And now let's talk about stored procedure with multiple parameter. So here is the definition guys. Stored procedure with multiple parameter. So here you can define more and more variables. So here under this example guys, I have taken two variables. So let's learn how we can apply multiple parameter stored procedure. So let's jump into this SSMS screen. And now guys, what I will do, let me copy this stored procedure and go here under this new query and paste it here. So this time I will take two variables. And before that guys, let me open the table with select command. Select star from our table name is sales. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So earlier guys, we have supplied the parameter only basis of this country column. And now guys, let's make some changes here under this SP. So firstly, let me rename this SP. Let's say country underscore products underscore SP. So this is my SP name, which I am going to create here. So first parameter I have supplied here under this country column. And now let me add one more parameter with same at the rate symbol, which is my variable. So this time I'll take at the rate products, because I'm going to apply the parameter on the basis of products. And now I'll write the data type, which is var because my product data type is also var. And I will insert the same data size, which is 100. And now let me change this query. So earlier guys, we just only supplied the parameter on the basis of country. But this time I will also supply the parameter on the basis of product. So I will simply use AND operator here, where country is equal to this variable and my product is equal to this second variable, which is at the rate products. So let me copy this and paste it here. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So guys, it throws us an error. So let's read the error. It's a syntax error near products. So basically guys, we have missed comma here because we are applying more than one parameter. So you need to put it comma here. So see guys, our error has gone, and now let me select this query again and hit execute. So command completed successfully. And now let me recall this procedure. So let me select this procedure from here, copy it and paste it here. So again, if I recall this stored procedure, so you guys know it throws us an error because we have not supplied any of the parameter. So firstly, let me apply first parameter. Let's say India. So if I recall this again, so again it will throw us an error. So again you guys can see the same error because we have just only applied one parameter of country. It is clearly saying you need to supply one more parameter with products, which was not supplied. So my first parameter would be, say, country should be India, put it comma, and product should be, let's say, milk. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, wherever I can see the country should be India and the product should be milk, it's fetching only those records. And now let's take one more example with product and country. So this time I'm changing the country name. Let's say USA. And product would be, let's say, butter. And now let me select this query and hit execute. So see guys, USA as well as product butter. So in this way, you can supply more and more parameter with variable with the help of multiple parameter stored procedure. Simply you need to put it comma here and add more and more variables. And that variable you can add here under this query, which you can store between begin and end. So I hope now you guys are clear with the concept of stored procedure that is more advanced than views. In the next part guys, we will also talk about how we can alter stored procedure as well as view, and we will also read the detailed difference of views and stored procedure. So for such kind of detailed learning guys, stay connected with us and kindly support this channel. And those who are new to this channel, kindly hit the like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to press this bell icon guys, else you will miss an update. And those who wants to learn Power BI or SQL from scratch, so you guys can follow this free YouTube channel, which name is Analytics Pro. And if you scroll it down guys, so here you guys can see we have a full course Power BI playlist where I have explained each and every concept about Power BI in detail. And if you click here on this playlist button guys, so you guys will get to see multiple playlists are here. This is the Power BI full course playlist, and these are the advanced concepts of Power BI where you guys can take the knowledge of advanced concepts of Power BI. And we have this Power BI with SQL playlist where you guys can learn all the concepts of SQL from scratch. So you guys can start your SQL journey with this free YouTube channel. And along with that guys, we have this visualization playlist and we have this DAX expression playlist where we have covered most of the DAX functions from scratch which are majorly used in your projects. And here under this playlist, I am also trying to cover all the differences of DAX functions which is majorly asked in an interviews. And very soon guys, I will add some more playlists so that you guys can take better understanding of the analytical skills. And for the job seekers guys, we have this free Telegram group where I'm keep posting latest Power BI jobs opening, as well as you will also find some latest interview question and answers which recently asked by an interviewer. So you don't need to pay anything to anyone. But those who are looking only live sessions, so we guys also conduct live training and sessions where we prepare candidates from scratch till intermediate level with some scenarios, real-time projects, assignments, notes and so on. And we also provide placement assistance with the help of WhatsApp group where you will get to see some HR emails, contact number and so on. And you guys can also follow us on Insta as well as Facebook. So all the links I will share under the description box. You guys can follow us there. So for free learners guys, you guys can follow this Analytics Pro, and for the live training and sessions, you guys can connect me any of the platform. Thank you so much guys for your more love and support. Keep learning and keep growing. Thank you so much.